Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prison Architect. Probably the oldest game I play regularly that you guys like. This game, what is it, like 10 years old now? 12 years old? It's like 20, right? It's just impressive to me. Somebody can like create a game. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. You have to tell them that. If I don't say that, then people will just like, you know, they'll be in the comments telling me things I already know. You know how it is. Maybe you don't. If you don't, you're probably the ones doing it. You're probably the one. It's your fault, probably. I can't make this pipe. I think it's because this is a gang cell. The cool feature they added, logistics, cell status. You can click this and get taken. Whoops, well, if you don't double click. You take this, click it, and be taken directly to the prisoner that's in that cell. Isn't that nice? It's this guy, yeah. So we're gonna take this guy, and we're gonna say, hey, you, I want you to be in the holding cell now, which is not there. It's over here. You're in the holding cell now, mister. And all of a sudden, he gets taken to the holding cell. And then because he got taken to the holding cell, the game will say, oh, yeah, sure. This thing is completely buildable now. See, now I can build in there. Actually, I could, that was already in progress. That's why I couldn't build there, it looks like. But these were redded out, and now they're not, because he's no longer in this cell, right? So then we can go and say, hey, you, Mr. Paul, whatever your name is. His name is Paul something, right? No. He's going to work or lockup right now. I'm going to have to track him down. The game will sort it out, too. You know, the game will get him into an available cell. And I really like how cell status is a thing now where you can just like go out and say, hey, how many cells do I have available? And right now, just 5 criminally insane. Everything else is occupied. So we need to expand. And in order to do that, we're going to need to also expand our power grid. That has to happen as well. A couple of other things I need to have happen too. One is that these guys are bypassing they're bypassing the metal detectors by going through this classroom. So let's dismantle this door. Then I think I want to get another metal detector in that entrance just to make sure we're getting them. And then also we need to put a wall here. So let's make sure that workmen do that next. Okay? Now, addressing comments. Yes, storage room seems to have solved the problem, right? They're not wandering around anymore. I figured they would wander in deliveries, you know, or garbage, or like one of those other places. But apparently they need a storage room. So, okay, fine, whatever. The board has decided to experiment with a number of cost-saving measures across facilities, and your prison is being included. You dare say I changed my food stuff and I'm gonna hurt you. I'm punching him in the face right now. You can't see it. It's there. It's right in the face. Right in the face. Change the reduce the meal quantity and meal variation policies in your prison to low, so we can see what the effect this has on the overall budgets. Blah 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 blah. Quantity down to low. Guess nobody's getting the well-fed buff anytime soon. At least not for the next 94 hours. Thanks, video game. On the plus side, our budget is looking really good, right? Really good. And our corporate taxes right now are 15%, which is going to change also in 36 more hours. That's right. You guys remember? That's why we're so low on cash. It's because I paid $50,000 for the offshore tax haven. Yeah. We got ourselves a Swiss bank account for the prison. I don't know, maybe. I want to replant these trees, but the stumps are still here. And it takes time for these stumps to go away in the default game. I really wish the game would just remove them. And I'm going to add, I think before I record the next video, I'm going to add no stump. That mod, that one mod that I say you should always have installed no matter what. I don't have it installed because of the PSYCH WARD DLC. I entered this new content from Paradox, all that stuff, and I wanted to make sure everything was stable, so I have no mods, but I'm going to put no stump back because that just, it just irks me. The The hate is real, guys, all right? I want this stuff gone. And I want it to take more than, I don't know how many days it takes. I need it to go away. We have one person who sleeps in the holding cells. So all the cells are occupied, plus there's one guy in the holding cell, which isn't a super big deal. But because there's only one guy in there, honestly, the need to have two people and two guards in here is pretty much non-existent. So whatever. Okay, got the metal detector here. Need power for it. We're just going to connect it here. Now, the power problem is another problem. And I'm going to solve that by popping in another one here. I know I'm spending lots and lots of cash, but it needs to happen. Capacitors, we're going to install those too. I got 2,000 bucks. So let's pop 2 capacitors here. Now, I don't have any cash left. I'm not going to take a loan this time. I may need to, but I'm not going to this time. But what I'm going to do instead... Oh, right. That's what it sounds like when it... I'm like, what just happened? I need to reduce intake to 0, to be honest, because I don't have the facilities to accommodate them. Well, I could. I could take like 3 more criminally insane. Let's take like 3 more criminally insane. 9,000 bucks is pretty helpful for someone who needs power. So let's do that. And then, you know, on the hour, every hour, we should see a positive balance coming in too. So that's good because exports is good. Our standard cash flow is net positive too. And so I can keep popping capacitors down kind of as the money comes in. And then eventually what I'm going to do is we're going to take this power grid and all of this stuff is going to shift to this one. And all of the rest of the stuff that's down and connected is going to shift to be the one that exists currently. Speaking of which, we also need to expand this. So let's get power in these cells. We're just going to go... Actually, no. We'll go down the middle here because I think that's going to be... That'll just be better overall, I think. Just go down that way. We got power being brought in through here. And then we can also expand cells through here too. Although I was thinking about maybe having a different... something like a library right here, right? You know, catering to the literacy needs. It's a little bit far away, but eventually I do want to have maximum security down here, like I said, and they'll all be right here. So it's kind of centrally located for them. I just don't know how big I want that library to be. This will be their classroom. So I'm thinking if we do the library here, it'd be good. And then also they can use the library as part of their free time to shop in the shop. We could take out like maybe 2 of these shelves and put another storefront. That's a possibility as well. I don't know. We're making decent money on the shop, though. If you take a look at this, 19,000 positive. Shop revenue yesterday was 660 bucks. Not bad. I don't know how much it's costing us. I don't think it's costing us much of anything because we really don't pay prisoners much. So exports is where it really is, though. 12,000, and we need more people to work in this workshop. Let me take a look here. Logistics, prison labor, 16 eligible, and I currently do not have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. You know, honestly, what I should do is just do this and then keep getting more people to learn that stuff. Programs, reschedule it just to make sure. I don't know why I sometimes have to do that. I think if you make one tiny change to the regime, you all of a sudden have to do that, you know? It's really bizarre. Also, I still don't know. Leave me a comment and then tell me this because I don't remember. I mean, I think I at one point knew, but I don't remember. Do I still pay for this appointment right here? If there's nobody there, like if the session doesn't happen at this time slot, do I still pay for that? Because it's looking like, you know, there's kind of no reason to. See, now it's getting rescheduled to a different time slot. It's very weird. So like I want to reschedule it, but I don't get another person unless I do it 6 to 7, right? And then I start getting new people. So it's almost like I have to have these slots exist, or I can just reschedule it, right? So 6 to 7 p.m., right? Don't hit this. It's just 2 consultations from 6 to 7, right? Because the regime has them doing programs at 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, right? So like they can still do this, and that's good. And then there's the 9 o'clock one too, but I don't think they need... You know what? I really want to have more of these offices too. I need to make another one. And also zigzag this wall so that the other one is not a perfect square. We could do that now too. We have a little bit of cash. I don't know if we have enough to actually alter the rooms. Obviously, I could always just take another loan, but I'm trying to avoid living on debt constantly. Let's get that pipe connected, and we can all that stuff can be connected to water finally. How about the hot water? Is that on all the way? all the way except this one. Now that can get on there too. Everywhere else, good on hot water. Looking solid. Got a couple of gaps in our regular water. Ooh, it's this pipe. It's just a little bit too far away. So we can fix that by just making another grid. So we'll come down like this. This will put all these pipes closer to this main pipe. And then they will all work. So we're just going to have our workmen complete this. I could have done it in the middle of the hallway instead of through the cells. That might have been better just so that we don't have to like wait for the doors to open. But it's not a super big priority for me right now. It looks to me like our bathrooms are kind of completely occupied, right? We're actually getting enough people using the bathrooms where you have to wait in line. So I may extend that, which will be very easy to do, provided we have the cash to do it. All I'll do is I'm going to take and just extend this out about like that. Right? So this will go out, and then we'll have another one right here. And I guess it'll go out one more. Have another one right there. Like that, right? So that gives us 1, 2, 3. You can also make that a thing, right? Just like lock that down. And then the staff room is all of a sudden, you know, it's not a perfect square anymore. Could do that. Or we don't go out as far, which I'm actually kind of leaning towards that because I like how this is somewhat open. But it gives us options, and that's, and then we keep doing that, and then the staff room comes down like that, and maybe we just keep going. Maybe it could even be like that even. Who knows? We could do it. It could be a thing. We could do it right now. We could do it right now. We have the resources to make it so. So let's just do it. We'll expand the bathroom. You guys are taking a long time. This entire time I've been talking about them, they've been on the... Like, come on, man. Poo. Wee. Like, poop or get off the pot, man. What are you doing? Is this your new... Like... I think you're stuck. You're pissed off. Rest and food. I think you're stuck here. Are you guys stuck? Wait, why would you be stuck? I don't understand. What are you... I think you're stuck there. This one's pissed off. Like, they're seriously... I think they're stuck there. I'm gonna move them off the potty. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, go off and do things you want to do. Like, what in the world was that all about? Nobody else is getting stuck. That was actually bizarre. Like, they are really in there, aren't they? How do we get to the entrance there? The cheapest way possible is just to put one of these doors. So we'll pop that door there for now. And then once that door is built, we'll see all this stuff gets built. There we go. And now this is locked in. Now that that's locked in, we can demolish the walls there, and take away... this door as well. The door that we have. Door. Dismantle. There we go. We can also now get rid of that wall and that. You know, we've also been watching these staff bathrooms a long time right now. Like, we're spending a lot of time zoomed in right here. And I'm also noticing something. Like, none of my staff wash their hands. You guys are disgusting. Look at all this. I bet none of them wash their hands. This is an omnisex bathroom, right? But I mean, you have privacy anyway. But like, look at this. They're walking right past the bathroom sinks and the dryers. They're not even using them. What a waste of money. You know? What a waste. Unbelievable, these people. Can't believe it. Let's get the classy wall. Is it the cushioned one? No, I think it's this one. And we'll go, should I do another door? There's no reason to put another door down here. Let's lock it down. Okay. What's next? Let's see. We need the toilets and stuff, of course. So let's do that. I can never find the stuff I want in this game. All the way at the top, of course. Boom, boom. And then the doors. Boom, boom. Okay, let's make sure the plumbing is set up for that. Just go like that. Whatever, just connect it. Okay. Now, $20,000. Corporate tax rate still 15%. So I'm thinking about like all the money we're gonna be making when I'm no longer paying $3,500 a day in taxes. Also, we never looked at prisoner grants, right? It's 25,000 now, but I don't know like how that works with, because we had we brought in a mixture, right? We brought in the medium and the criminally insane in the same intake. So I never got a chance to like really see how much money each prisoner gets me. So here's one thing we could do. Instead of bringing in 3 of these guys, we're going to bring in 1. Okay. So we're looking at the amount of prisoner, where is it? This is the intake. We're looking at our finances, right? We're getting our prisoner grant is 25,050. Okay. Criminally insane prisoners get us a $3,000 intake bonus, if you will, or we get $3,000 when we intake them. Hey, these trees are gone. Cool. So we'll take 1 more in, and then we'll see. So it's not here. That's where the sapling is, but it's not actually where the tree ends up looking. What we need it to be is here. Yes. Because that way, the trunk will end up being on that tile. And then it will look correct. It will look appropriate then. That means I can't have one here, but whatever. It doesn't need to be completely good, right? I mean, look at this prison. Look at what we've done so far. It doesn't have to be perfect. Holy crap, look at this guy. Oh, you want to make somebody really sick? Be prepared for this. You ready? Jesus, watch this. You ready? You ready, guys? Whoa, whoa, wait. Oh, he stopped doing it right away. I don't think the camera could actually keep up with him just now. He was running so fast. I don't even think the camera could keep up with him. That was nuts. Okay, he's preparing a session. Psychologist. Is that session going to happen with any prisoners? Alcoholics group therapy. Is going to happen at 8? It says he's preparing. So, programs lock up. Okay, he says he's teaching, but who's in there with him? Okay, they are using this, at least for the alcoholics program. All right, it says you're in the reform program, but you're like waiting outside, Mr. Lovegrove. Success chance 0. Yeah, I believe it. Because you're outside. All right, this guy's got a high success chance. 2% attendance, 6% success. Gotcha. And then 2% in attendance and 7% success. So that's pretty good. This one here, we've got 3 and 2. So if that works up, I think that's a pretty good percentage too. It looks like maybe 50%. Coin flip on that guy. This guy, not a chance in hell. He's not even attending, so that's not going to happen. So, all right, it says 25,350. Does that mean we're getting 300 a day from this one prisoner? Is it 10%? Is that what it is? 10% of the intake? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know about that. You know what? Let's do a tunnel search. New button they put in for when Paradox took it over and they added things, right? There's a dedicated tunnel search button now where guards will go around and check specifically toilets. And that's it, just the toilets. Takes a lot less time if you're just looking for tunnels. And then we may need some more guards. We're getting by on 30. Aren't you guys proud of me? It's only 38 guards in a prison with over 100 people. Normally we have a lot more guards. That's because we normally have maximum security. So I know. We're gonna get them. Don't worry. We're gonna have 4 different groups. What if we made a prison with all types? I'm just spitballing here, right? Expression wise. What if we had medium? We have minimum, medium, max, super max, criminally insane, and then whatever this is, which is probably gonna be super max. I don't know. Maybe this is like a super max crazy. I don't know, right? $15,000 for one of them though. So we set up a big prison that has a little bit of everything, and protective custody, and death row, right? All of those in one facility. And how does it all mesh together? How does it all work together, right? Can we have a seemingly, because like every prison I make, it ends up being one security level plus protective custody. I think we're going to do that. I know low security people are kind of like, man, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Like nobody's looking at this going, where the hell is it? Nobody's looking at this going, oh, Charlie, yeah, you should totally, bring in medium security people. You totally should. That's great. But like, if we just incorporate every kind, I don't know, aside from prisoner transfer, I'm not sure. That probably comes in as a supermax. But if we just incorporate everything into this prison, that'd be cool, And of course, I'm sharing this prison on Steam for all of you to play afterwards. Not during the build, but when it's all said and done, we'll be sharing it to Steam. So the finale episode you see for this, right? When we have a finale, I always label the ends of my series as end or finale. So when you see that for this one, check the description of the video and possibly the pinned comment, depending on the day or depending on what I have to say. I don't know. And we'll have a link that you can subscribe to this on Steam and play it yourself later. And that was kind of another reason why I didn't put a whole bunch of mods, because I wanted it to be very accessible. But no stump is like a requirement. And it's honestly one tiny mod that does almost nothing to your game aside from get rid of stumps. So I think it's probably worth it. Unless you like waiting 3 or 4 days for stumps to go away. If you like that, then okay. But I don't. I guess it also does kind of help your, like your forestry, right? Because people can plant trees right after they harvest them. Like right immediately, we could plant another one. But with the stump there, they can't plant it for a little bit. So maybe that's a balancing technique. I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Maybe there's a balance to having stumps. Just based on that. I don't know. Could be. Are there any doors that I need to be remote, like need remote opening right now? I don't think solitary needs it, but I think this is a bit of a problem. Like, especially with prisoners. They can't get to the cell block. They should be able to travel through here, I think. Yeah. So let's put another prison door. It'd be the gray one with the stripes, right? Yeah. So the striped doors are for just general transportation to and from sections. And then the other prison door, or putting that on cells. That's how I've been doing it. And then, anything that goes outside. I mean, this should probably be a different kind of door, but it's not. Whatever. But the doors that go outside and stuff, right? We're making those like fences. This really should be a different door. This used to be a fence. That's why that door exists like that. And actually, I just realized something. This bathroom is still a perfect rectangle. So we will just, let's see. Where we have to cut this. So we would go like here. And then like that. That's how we'll do it. And you want it to be screwed up? Huh? You want to have things be real screwy? This is how you get things real screwy. Right? You put things like this, I think. You put door. It could be door here. Right? So it would end up being door there and there. And here, I guess. We could do that. Is that where the... Yeah. So door there and there. Which means I have to move that trash can. We'll just set it there. And they're not using it anyway. Screw that. You know what? Put it over here. No, I can't put it there. All right, it's going back here. Put the trash can there. And then the walls will get built here. Now, I don't know if it has to go up this far. But if the walls are there, then the toilets will be here. The wall has to go here. So the walls go like... Why can't I build that? Huh? It's not letting me... Why? Why can't I click anything? Hang on. Wall. Classy. Yeah, now I can do it. Weird. I think it goes here. Yes. Right there. So that you can demolish this. This doesn't need to be. And then the rooms will remove the room from there. There. Crap, I did it again. I did it again! Oops. Down like this. Okay, and then over, and then we just simply place doors there, there, and there. All of that, please, workmen. On the double, people. Now the staff room is definitely screwed up. But we add additional bathrooms at the place, and now it's like now it's not a perfect rectangle. So you got to do what you got to do. Toilets. Pop them there, there, and there. Now there's more restrooms. And these guys are still getting stuck. What is the deal? What's going on, orderlies? That's super weird. Like, nobody else is getting stuck aside from the orderlies. They're the only ones. You know? It's really bizarre. Everybody else is fine. But sometimes, not even every time, sometimes orderlies get stuck there. And they just sit there on the potty the whole time. Very strange. I've noticed that I'm saying potty a lot now. As opposed to, you know, toilet or the pot, whatever the case may be. When you if you're a parent, you understand. Your lingo, the things you say on a regular basis, it starts to change, and you start to say it even when you don't have to. You know, I'm kind of thinking, actually, that this should be a way for staff. I don't know if I want staff to have to go up and then over and through, especially if they have to respond to something quickly. There should be a way to get through here, right? I'm going to put a staff door here and here. Not that yet. Do this first, and then put one here. And then we'll have this be that whole staff-only airlock sort of thing. So staff can move through here. And that way, the prisoners don't try to, like, go around, right? So we'll do that. This door goes in. And excellent. I could also say access only. But I'm okay with staff going through here. Look at it. See, they got into where they needed to go way faster now, you know? They don't have to go all the way around all the time, and I kind of like that. The idea, I think, is going to be try to find ways to where your staff can move really fluidly, but prisoners can't. Which I understand during an escape attempt, that creates a bit of a problem since, you know, prisoners don't care whether or not the prisoners are allowed to go that way or not. But I'm going to try and do that anyway. So we're going to space this out and go 1, 2... 3, 4 on the cookers. So that's a lot of cookers. And then I don't think we're having a problem keeping up on dishes at all. So this will be fine. Maybe another fridge. We do have some stuff laying around. So I think I'll put another fridge here instead of the... And then also one here. And let's put one here. And then there too. All right, that's enough storage space and fridge space and stuff to last a long time. And we don't even need any other cookers, but if we do, we can put 2 more here. And now I need to really take a look at power. So this is getting out of hand. We need to transition to the other power source as fast as we can. So let's pop a capacitor right here. And we're going to take all of this stuff off of this to lessen the load of this one. So to do that, we're going to go to our electrical cables. And we're going to have this one come all the way out here. And what I think I want to do is we're going to put it there. We're not going to connect it yet. We're just going to get it all to here. Then we need to detach or disconnect this and like all these different lines. We need to sort of create a power outage throughout this area, which we're going to do at night when they're sleeping. So they won't even notice it. And hopefully our stuff doesn't blow before that happens, because we're at risk of that happening right now. We're at risk of a power surge taking out our power station right now. So we want to hope that that doesn't happen. It's getting pretty close to sleep. Actually, these guys are sleeping already, so let's do it. So what we want to do is dismantle utility. We want to find power lines that are the connecting force for this. So right here is where we're going in. This right here, I think I might offload the power for the water to this one. So we're going to shut off water temporarily too. They have free time right now. They're going to go and get in their cells, and they're going to want to take showers. So I kind of don't want to cut that just yet. But this is the best way to do it, because this is the only way into here, and then we have to cut all this other stuff that's connected. So we can cut probably here. Cut that line. Cut this line. No. Wait. Because like bringing this down, this will have no power at all then. We can't do that. If I cut this line, then this stuff is still connected in other ways. So let me just see what effect that has. I don't think it'll do hardly anything. No. So is this all connected then? It is. Okay, good. This is all connected anyway. So what we want to do then is, yeah, we go ahead and cut that line. And I think that line, double check on our pipes. None of our pipes go through there. It's possible this one does. Nope, it doesn't. Good. And nope, it doesn't. Good. So it's just electrical. Good. We'll cut those two lines. And then I think this cuts the power from that entirely. Good. So we get to see what's connected now. And with all of this disconnected, we can then pop that line there, and that should flip the power on all of this stuff all over again. All the power should be on then. Then what we're going to do, since this is like a sole line to this water, we're going to wait and see what the power load on this is. And it looks like it's actually still a little bit too high. So what I want to do also is I want to bring this line up to here. So kind of like this. And then we'll go ahead and dismantle utility right here. All of this can be dismantled. We're going to start with at least that first. But I want you to do this next. I want you to do all of this. Okay, so the water is now off to the entire prison, because our one single water pump has lost power. It'll get turned back on before they wake up, and that's okay, right? This wing is now back on. We do have to connect, looks like this, so we can bring that down. And then the electrical is still connected here. So I want to try and see if I can select it. Is it going to let me select just the electrical? I wish it did, right? Because if I want to disconnect utility here, I have to rebuild everything. I wish there was a way to disconnect only the electrical lines that are on this tile. But I guess as long as we don't build another power cable here, it should be okay, right? Because these aren't going to be connected. We could do this easier. We could do it like this. Let's bring it way out like this instead. And then I don't think it actually matters. It doesn't matter because because there's still an electrical line right here that will have power. So that doesn't matter. We'll clean it up. So when they build this, then the rest of this should all be connected now. And we've separated it. Right, you have to have your grids separated. So now this is under load. We're good. We're not gonna have to worry about it. And then this one can also handle the power that we're giving it now. With the extra money cash flow that we got, we can start putting in additional capacitors as well, which gives us even more capabilities with power. So that'll be good too. And that's kind of it for now. Yeah, because we're at capacity, right? I think it is. I think it's 10%. The amount of money you get for, where is it? Finance. 25050 now. Huh. Well, do we have an early prisoner release? Oh, if we really want to, yeah, if we really want to know, we kind of have to have an early prisoner release, don't we? Well, maybe not. I mean, this number did fluctuate to 300, and 10% kind of makes sense, right? You get a full bounty, but then 10%. So we can test it also by going like this. Instead of bringing in one of these guys, right, we'll bring in medium sec. So one medium sec, guys, 500 payment. And with the 500 payment, if this goes up to 25,100, that means it increased by $50. That's 10%. Because to be honest, this might be common knowledge. Maybe this is something that everybody knows. And you're probably thinking, how does he not know this with like over 1,000 hours in Prison Architect? Like, this is stuff that I don't know. And I just never thought of it. I don't know. I just looked at the number and went, okay, I need more. I don't know. I never thought of it. So I'm like, now I'm finding myself breaking this down and going, okay, what is it actually? What are they giving me? I know they give me more money every day, but how much is it per prisoner? And I think it's 10%. See, we had an early prisoner release today, right? No. 24,450, we just dropped. So why did we drop? Do we have an early prisoner release? Right? 738. This is just a lockup. So why did that drop just now? Now it's 24,450. So if it goes up to 24,500, then that would be 500 prisoner intake. But it didn't go up. So how can I tell? Or maybe it's when he enters the map. Now it's 24,600. What? Why 600? Why is it 150? It went up 150. All right, what are the percentages? I want to know. Somebody break it down to me in the chat. Somebody break it down. How can you tell, right? Like how much money per day is each security level worth? And don't tell me, hey, you should read the wiki more often. That's lame. It's super lame. Making people go and read wikis. Super lame. Although, to be honest, if I go to here, help wiki, it is in-game, but it takes you to the website anyway. Lame. I don't even know if it says it in the wiki. So if it says it in the wiki, then whatever. We'll go with it. But anyway, if you know the answer to that, like how does it calculate it? Because right now it says 24,600, which means it's giving me more than 10%. Right? It should have gave me 50. Instead, it gave me 150. That's 30%. Where is it? God, I can never find it. Medium security, 500 investment gives me 150 a day for this, but 300 a day for this. So higher percentage per day. I don't know how it's calculated. I'd love to know it. We got cash flow though, baby. And we got fairly no violence. You know, things seem pretty calm for now. Until I play for a little bit, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna play for a little bit. Maybe I'll update you if anything changes. Let you know. But until next time, it's all calm. Take care, everybody. Bye.